we leave this world with we don't keep our possessions, we don't keep our
We come with nothing, we leave with nothing.
yeah. But what we do leave is a legacy and the impact we have. So what we do with those years or life, whatever, right? So, you know, you can amass all this wealth, you can buy this car, you can have all these incredible things, but at the end of the day, I'd much prefer to leave the world with knowing I left a lasting impact. And because exactly that, we've got so many people worrying about themselves, like so many people just concerned about how their day looks. And I think when we can change that collectively, that's where the change happens, right? I think there's less homelessness, there's more people being kinder. Bondi Beach, you walk down there, mate, there's no smiling.
Really?
Nah. And like that for me, it's like, why spend your fucking days miserable?
Yeah.
Seriously, like smile. It doesn't take fucking anything to smile. And like, yeah, I think I just get frustrated when people are wasting their life, but that's fine. It's on them. But for me, I'm like, I can't live knowing I didn't live to my potential.
And help others.
Others. Yeah, but that's what that is. It's like my potential is making that impact.
So it's not potential like your personal potential.
Not so to speak. That is an element of it.
Yeah.
But it's like my potential is a holistic thing in that, you know, I have the potential to not change the world, but leave it a better place. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that's aided with my running as well, because my running allows people to be inspired to then go, fuck, I want to do something. I want to help. I want to, like, there's a little 5-year-old girl named Charlotte who, this happened all the time. I got messages all the time of people doing something. But she, in Geelong in Melbourne, was like, watched it through her mother's Instagram and went down to the track 30 days in a row, 1K a day, 5-year-old, raised $10,000 for homelessness. The charity she was raising for was shutting down at the end of the year, and then secured government funding because she made a newspaper article, reopened 30,000 meals to homelessness fed this year now.
So essentially that's a ripple effect of what you're doing.
Ripple effect, baby.
And then what she did.
But one little girl
is going to impact others.
100%.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying, because it starts with that first toss of the pebble in the water.
It's like, I do this. Mm-hmm. It might be 10 people. Those 10 people then go, right, what can I do? Mm-hmm. And then those 10 people. And all of a sudden you've got, you know, and I think that's the thing. There's so many people that see it and go, oh yeah, good on you, get on with the day. But if there's one little Charlotte, or there's, you know, 5 of these kids, mm-hmm. or an adult that goes, you know what, fuck, I'm doing something I hate every single day. I'm going to uplift my life and I'm going to go do this because I've always wanted to. And then that has an impact in some way to someone else. Like it's just this ripple effect every single day that I know eventually is going to, you know, that impact I will see at some point.
Yeah. And I think it's needed, because the news and media love celebrating the negative and the shit that's going wrong, and all the discontent in our countries, and, mm-hmm. you know, how the infighting of politics.
Yeah, you can't watch it.
That's where it's hard to really spin what you're doing negative. So they share what you're doing, and it's like, that's all positive.
Yeah, exactly.
Your attitude's positive, your personality's big, and what you're doing is impactful. Yeah. And it's like, I commend it. It's, you know, I just, and you know, it's not about me, but I think to myself, when I was 24 and I was only negatively impacting people. So it's like, my hat's off to you. It's so much respect. And
thank you, mate.
It's, I mean, it's incredible. So with your future goals and thinking, you know, you do want to make that positive impact bigger than yourself. Mm-hmm. Do you still look at like what you're doing as, has a man done this? Can I do this? Can I do something more? And then parlay that into, how can I have somebody benefit from it? Or do you want to do things that have never been done in history? Where do you think?
I think both ways. I think the best thing is doing something that is so, for me, so rogue mm-hmm. and so almost unattainable, so that it gets eyes on it. And then the eyes then result in the ripple effect, right? And that's in essence kind of why I've trying to go on big with this. Like, as I said, you know, I've got my mate Tom, who's done these amazing things, could be doing all this, but for me, I want to get out there to be like, you know, this is a way, you know, I'm not going to be a politician. I'm not going to be a, something that has, you know, higher status that allows me to do this.
Right.
I'm going to do this through the platform I can now do it with.
Yeah, your own way.
Yeah. And I think, like, as you said, there's no real way you can turn that into a negative. Someone just wanting to do good. Yeah. And shit, how's he going to get noticed? Well, I'm going to fucking bury myself across the country. And, but yeah, like, as I said, there's an element to it where there's probably 50% of it is for this leave a legacy knowing that I've helped people and that. And then there is this like deep embedded, when I do these things, what I get out of it for myself. And you, as you know, what you get out of that consistent showing up, that ability to, you know, prove yourself wrong, but prove others wrong. There's just something beautiful in that too. And I think that's where that, as I've said before, that perspective comes, then that allows me to do these things.